Hi everybody, it's Monday and February started 10 days ago. So I'm a little behind in getting you my January beauty favorites. This month there's a lot of skincare and a lot of hair stuff, which is a little bit different for me. Probably because I used a lot of the same makeup stuff like I always do. Yeah, so let's just get to it. Before we do that, on my face, I put everything below in the description box, or maybe it's above. I don't really know where it is. Anyway, put it all in there, and some of it I will be talking about. So at the end, then I'll go through anything that I maybe didn't mention. Here we go. Okay, first up, let's talk about the Tula. So I mentioned 3-ish weeks ago that I had received a package from Tula, and it came in this cute little case like so, and it had a cleanser, it had some moisturizer, it had a glycolic toner, 2 masks, and it had this like coveted Rose Glow and Get It. So I've tried it for 3 weeks now, and I'm ready to make my opinion known. This cleanser, this is a purifying face cleanser, and then this moisturizer I have used every night together. I do a double cleanse with an oil, but I've used these every night together, and I have noticed a huge improvement. If I can zoom in, I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about. I usually have some like bigger pores in the center of my forehead, and especially through like next to my nose flare. What is this called? Anyway, those seem to have gone away. For the most part, I don't have any pimples. I do get still a few of the here and there hormonal breakouts. So I have like these. I don't use this during the day. I still am using my same Aveeno moisturizer that I've used for like 1,500 years. And then in the morning, I use a different cleanser, so I don't have to take this in and out of the shower. But I've been loving that. The 2 masks, I've already used both of those, so I can't really show them to you unless you want like to look at my garbage. But the 2 masks I was really impressed with. I felt like they actually gave me results in my skin. Highly recommend those. And then this I've used almost every day, sort of as a midday pick-me-up, or in the case today, I used it in the inner quarter and then just along the highlight of my face. I'm pretty impressed with this. I don't like the blue one as much. The original, this has a better tone, probably more universally flattering tone. Next, I tried these Chill Mode Patchology eye patches. They have cannabis oil and reishi mushrooms in them. If you are sensitive to mushrooms, I wouldn't recommend these. I'm not. The cannabis oil reduces inflammation, and there were 5 in here. I've used all but 1, and I use them as like a quick pick-me-up for my under eye area while I'm doing other things getting ready. I have loved these. I don't have to put them in the fridge, so that's nice. I don't need to prepare myself because they have a cooling effect as well. Definitely recommend these guys. I don't remember if I've talked about this before. This is the step that I use in the morning between cleansing and putting on my moisturizer. It has helped to soothe my skin. My skin is less red. I don't generally like aloe. I'm pretty reactive to aloe. I have found that this, for whatever reason, does not give me any kind of reaction. So I have been very pleased with this, and it smells nice and fresh. Not obscene like some rose things do. And I think it's like $9. So this is a great price and a great thing to use in between your moisturizer cleansing step. And then lastly, for skincare, this is something that I used to use, put it down for whatever reason, and then in January I started picking it back up. I did notice that my eyes were more puffy than normal. I did have 2 sinus infections, one that I treated during the month of January, and I found that using this for lymphatic drainage really helped to sort of get things moving. It feels cool to the touch, especially since it's winter. So in the summertime, you probably want to put it in your fridge. But I just pulled down from the tear duct into my cheeks, and then from the center of my brow bone up, and then just underneath my nose flare, to sort of help move things along. I found this to work really, really well. Okay, so makeup time. I bought this palette probably in 2018 when I was pregnant, and I never used it, which is sort of typical for me and palettes. I fall in love with the colors in them and then I forget about them because I'm always using the same stuff. So part of what I'm doing this year is trying to find my way through my palettes, see if they're working for me, see if they're not. And I've been really pleasantly surprised with this. It has a lot of pinks and browns, and especially my favorite, like mid-tone, goldy, whatever. I'm actually used these two pinks and then all the brown tones on my eyes today. I have been really impressed with the pigmentation, the way that these blend out, and very minimal fallout. Best part is it's like $18. So I've been using this probably like half the month, I want to say, trying some different things with it. This has been a favorite. The other makeup thing that I have to show you is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. It's like a tongue twister. I did mention a couple weeks ago that I had purchased this after talking with Corinne, and I have been looking for something to replace my beloved MAC. I'm still mad about it though. And this is pretty close. The only thing I will say about this is that instead of getting a matte finish, which is something that I'm used to, this is more of a satin or a natural finish. Not a complaint, just a different. Really impressed with this guy. Okay, so moving on to hair. I have two shampoos to talk about. I don't generally change up my shampoo. I actually used Head and Shoulders for like 3 solid years. I have tried Monat, I've tried a lot of stuff. I don't really need a lot of like treatment style shampoos or a lot of deep conditioner or anything like that, just because I don't dye my hair and I don't really put a lot of stuff in it. But I did try this hydrating shampoo from Garnier. So you can see I don't really use a lot of shampoo. This is my second bottle. And then I tried the R&Co Biotin thickening one, and I use a combination of these two guys throughout the week, and I have noticed a huge difference in how my hair feels. It might not look any different, but it definitely feels different. It feels fuller, and more manageable. I also use the conditioner for this. I just use a little tiny bit on my fingertips, rub it through the ends. I don't really use a lot of conditioner. Okay, 2 more to go. So the other thing that I have tried is a new dry shampoo. I was using the Dry Bar dry shampoo, and then I also tried the Living Proof one. And both of those are good. They're just like $25. And I was using almost a whole bottle every couple of weeks, which seems excessive, but I have really oily hair. So I tried this. This is the beautiful Brunette Hint of Color Dry Shampoo Plus from Batiste. They have a darker brunette one, and then everything else is sort of like whitish. No white cast. I like that it's not dark. The darker brunette one sort of left, not a film on my hair, but it just didn't look like it was my hair. This has been probably the best one I've used, and I've only used probably about that much of the can of this one, and it's been 3 weeks. So that's pretty good. I feel like it gives you a good bang for your buck. And then a couple weeks, month ago, whatever it was, and I asked a bunch of you guys what I was doing wrong with curling my hair. Everybody suggested to try a working texture spray, a dry finish spray, whatever you call it. So I tried this one from Kristen S. I think it's like $12-ish from Target. I put this on before I use a wand or a curling iron. And then I spray it on after, and I have found this to hold the curl a lot longer. It doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel tacky, it also doubles as a little extra oomph of dry shampoo. So I've been super liking this guy. And I've used this whenever I have curled my hair, which is like every other day, every 3 days. It just depends on what I'm feeling. Yeah, so those are my favorites of the month. I say I'm probably the most surprised by all the Tula stuff. I was prepared to not like it, because I always sort of prepare myself when there is a hype behind something to be like, really, let's chat. So these two things surprised me the most out of everything. So if you're in the market for something and you want to try something new, I would try, these two would be my top thing that I would recommend that you try. Anyway, so what's on my face real quick? I am wearing the Charlotte Tilbury foundation and the powder, and I'm wearing, as I said, the Violet Voss palette on my eyes. And then as usual, I am wearing my Tarte, what is it? Amazonian Clay blush. And this one, what color is this? This is in the color Decked Out. And then for a highlighter, I used a combination of the Rose Glow and Get It, and then a little bit of Champagne Pop from Becca, just for funsies. And then I'm really trying hard to use up like half-used products. This is a Smashbox contour bronzer highlighter, and I have used this for like 5 years, and I still can't get down to the bottom of it. I used these two darker colors to sort of use like a contour bronzer thing, and then my typical every single time, this guy and this guy for lashes and brows. And then on my lips, oh, I should probably mention, I am just wearing chapstick. So that's what I have for you today. So if there is a product or something that you see here and you're really curious about it, you have an opinion, let me know, because I want to know about it too. I would love to know if you've tried anything and what you think about it. And I would also love to try some of your favorite products. So leave me a comment wherever the comments are, below, above, whatever. Yeah.